Hi Cancer, welcome to your reading for June 2020. This is going to be for Cancer Sun, Moon, or Rising. You may have planets in the sign of Cancer. You may be cross-checking on a Cancer, or you're intuitively guided to the channel. So whatever brought you, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. I hope I can answer some questions for you. I hope I can give you some peace of mind and some real clarity. That is my goal. I always invite your spirit guides in to work with my spirit guides to bring us the clearest messages possible. They know to step forward, they must be in the highest of vibration of unconditional love. So it's a weird day, I have to say. And there's no real reason for it. I just feel strange. So I'm wondering if some of you are feeling that way, like no real reason other than today feels different. Let's find out why. Alright guys, take a moment just to calm your mind. A little deep breathing. I notice that I'm talking low. That makes me wonder if some of you have been around like what feels like a lot of noise. You just want some peace and quiet. And let's begin. Let's see if we can get some answers to some questions out there. Yeah, I feel like you only have to ask your guides once, and then you just have to trust, right? Then you have to have patience for whatever it is that you're asking for to come to you in the way that you deserve it. Well, we open with the Two of Cups. So if we're talking about love, it feels to me like I need to let go of some control again of how something has to be, how someone has to say something, and be able to see the bigger picture of it. You know, almost like the King of Pentacles, be able to see through. You know, maybe it's someone who doesn't speak easily their emotions, but they show you in different ways. So I'm feeling quite a few different energies with that. We have the Prince of Wands heading right into the Lovers. Prince of Wands can be potential Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Excuse me one second. Okay, Cancer, I'm back. That was a short little break, but I'm telling you, this is a strange day. Just strange things are happening. So I don't know what's going on. Today, what is today? Today is a Wednesday. Anyway, so we have the Two of Cups, and right off the bat, I was feeling like this need to almost like release control of it, almost surrender it, right? If this is me waiting for someone, get rid of the word waiting. Number one, cut it out. You know, there's no waiting for anyone. Let them catch up to you. You know, you need to be or they need to be deserving of you, not you being willing to be pulled down into their energy. Not to me is what waiting means, unless I promised someone that I would wait. That's different. Anyway, I feel like I need to release control of something, and then I'm looking at this Prince of Wands, and he just looks like someone who's coming in quick. right? He's coming in quick. Possible fire sign, but don't let that get you. This is someone who's coming in passionately, yet I feel like there's something stopping him. I feel like there needs to be a card between the two of these. It's like he's coming in quick, but then this may be someone else seeing you in someone else's arms, for some of you. But let's keep going. We'll figure it out. Right? We don't leave this reading until we have figured it out. We have the Five of Swords. We have the Ace of Cups. Interesting. So we have the Ace of Cups on one end, and we have the Two of Cups on the other end. And then I feel like in between these two, there's some mental crap going on. There's it's almost like I have to look at some people in my life, look at some things, look at a person, and it's almost like I'm, I want to say I want to say like I'm giving up, but I don't mean it in a way of like you win, I'm giving it up. More like I'm giving it up. Why? Because I'm going for better, right? I'm going for something better. So there's a sense to me that where I have to get, like I'm willing just to give it up, and easy or hard, I feel like you do it. And I feel like as you do that, it makes you feel, I don't know if this is the word to use, but more intact. Intact. Alright, let's see what else I have in my hand here. We have the Eight of Cups coming under the Two of Cups. Interesting. I have the Nine of Cups coming under the Nine of Wands. It almost feels like this Prince of Wands is like, am I ready? I have a feeling this Prince of Wands is coming in to this energy of the Two of Cups, wanting to come towards someone, and someone that she loves. I do feel like they may be independent, and they feel ready for this, right? If they're right next to the Eight of Cups, the 8 goes right into the 9. We'd be surprised if we got the 10. But we don't even need it, because what it's saying is this is someone who has put their emotional house in order. In this deck, I feel like I've done the work. Whatever that means, whatever it requires, I've done the work. This is an emotional things that hold me back. And we all have them, right? We all have them, no doubt. But I feel like this is someone who has worked it out and who may be coming in. And I feel like, I'm thinking back to the beginning where I felt like I need to, not push when it happens, because I feel like he's like, there's something stopping him. And, maybe he's not through here. I'm saying he because it's a prince, but maybe they're not through getting to the point of the Nine of Cups. Right? Maybe they are in the midst of walking away. Right? Walking away. Let's keep going. Look at this. We have the Ace of Pentacles. And then look at this. We have the Ace of Swords. So in this corner, we have 3 aces. Interesting. Okay, well, let's look at them. So let's start with the Ace of Pentacles here. What's above it? The Five of Swords. So this is where you're making the decision, and one allows you to make that decision. You must receive some type of clarity, right? It must be part of getting your emotional house in order, and it then gives you that final oomph that you needed to walk away from something, someone, or people. And I feel like you're intact, right? Doesn't mean you're comfortable. But, you know, what's below it? This Ace of Pentacles. So, what's this person thinking? Opportunity. You know, what lies out there. This is someone I feel like who's pretty confident in themselves. And, I feel like this is someone who's ready for a relationship, because I'm looking at this 9 and then all of these aces, but what's included is the Ace of Cups. And I feel like the Ace of Swords below that is saying this is your true love, right? This is the way you should be going, because we opened with the Two of Cups. So we know it's soulmate energy. I'm trying to think, do I want to take any more cards? I guess this means yes. You know, I feel like if there's anything I know, what I do know, what I've learned, let's say, through my spirituality, which really began through Tarot, is that I can't get to my next ace until I'm willing to reflect on where I've been and why I've been there, what I've taught, what I've learned. That's what moves us on. Sometimes it's a reminder of, like, you know, I've been through tougher times, but something moves you on. We have the Four of Swords, so I kind of love that coming under the Eight of Cups, right? This is when we're thinking about all the emotional things in our life, you know, but what's included in that is a soulmate. I feel like we got a couple different things going on. I feel like we're looking at both perspectives. So we have the energy of healing. I'm healing my emotional self, right? I'm healing my emotional self. I know it can be done because what comes next? The Nine of Cups. That's healing, right? That's feeling good again. That's feeling like yourself again. Your own cups are filled. They're in order, right? It's like he's got them high up this time so they can't be knocked over. So definitely learned through the experience and had the wisdom to realize that until I look at my emotional self, what is dinging? That was weird. That was a weird ding. Anyways, until I look at that, I can never arrive at the Nine of Cups. And then look what happens when I arrive at the Nine of Cups. The Ace of Pentacles. It's like when I become whole within myself, and this is not perfection, this is just whole within myself, there lies my opportunity. Right? Here, I feel like when someone finally walks away, it's due to love. It's due to love. And I feel like, you know, I don't want to say that like we only have one love, but I would say this is a special love. Whether I've met them, I haven't met them, it could just be talking about two people's journey and how they're going to both arrive at the same place, right? They arrive at the same place, but one, it's like, I got to look at that. Both, I feel, had to look at that emotional house, but it's the healing. Healing came over that. Let's take these cards. More than I wanted, wow. But we'll take them. We have the Emperor, card of Aries. Some of you may just have purchased your own business, right? It's like you now become the leader. We have the Four of Cups. We have the Prince of Swords. Interesting, because it's usually the Emperor who's going to send out the Prince, right? Or the Knight. You know, the page is usually the Emperor or the Empress, right? So let's see what the Emperor's doing. He's looking forward. He's looking at the Four of Cups. You know, that's discernment, but that's boredom. That is not truly enjoying one's life. And what's behind this person in the Four of Cups? A cup of fulfillment, whatever it may be, right? But while this person is in the Four of Cups, what's he doing? He's reflecting, really. And the Knight of Swords, like the Emperor, having this healing, sending out the Knight of Swords, right? Sending that out. That's some form of communication, understanding, you know, but it's kind of showing the picture of both. All right, we have the Seven of Swords. It's a trust issue. For those who may have been with this person before, this could certainly be a trust issue. You don't have to be with this person, though, to have a trust issue. It could be something you just decided, you know, your lower energy decided to carry around. We have the Seven of Pentacles. 7 and 7. Hey, that's drink. We have the Hermit. That is the card of Virgo. I have to tell you, though, it's coming under this Four of Cups, and I feel like this person within the Four of Cups is just like, you know, there's a remembrance, and it may be a remembrance of a person or of time that was, but here's the offer, the opportunity, right? Here's this cup that, like, sits above his head, but that's not where his focus is at. You know, what is that cup? It can be anything, but the Ace of Pentacles is right above it. So he's got the option, she's got the option of then using that time of, I don't know, just using that time to reflect, but to reflect to learn, right? That lantern that the Hermit carries, I mean, first he turns it on himself. Right? It's the truth of who I am. It's the truth of what I've done. It's the truth of how I act. It is my truth, right? I know when I've been in low energy. I know what I'm capable of when I'm in high energy. That's what the Hermit is. It's the truth of the matter. And there's a lot of like inner learning that goes on during that period. So when the Hermit emerges with his lantern, you know, it's outward. Right, so in some way, I share it. I share that, right? If I'm a light worker, well, there you go. It's just individual, you know, I'm sharing it with another. And what's the Hermit looking at? The Seven of Pentacles. So, Seven of Pentacles talks about harvest time. I like that the Emperor is above the Seven of Pentacles because it gives me a sense of security, of strength, right? I feel like one of the things I need to look at, though, is my trust issues. That is something that I may want to heal, is my trust issue. Well, hello, Six of Cups. So I find that interesting. We have the Ace of Cups here. We have the Six of Cups here. We have the Two of Cups here. But then what doesn't fit? The Seven of Swords. Where is my problem? The Seven of Swords, right? Six of Cups, beautiful, happy memories. Ace of Cups, unconditional love. Two of Cups, soulmate. Seven of Swords, can I trust you? Right? Can this be trusted? Well, above that is the healing over that, right? But I have to allow that. How do I allow that? By examining myself, right? By first examining myself. Let's see what else we have. Well, we have the Empress. Funny, we have the Emperor, and we have the Empress. And hello, Ten of Pentacles. That's almost too perfect. So, for some of you, I think this is very easy to understand. I think for some of you, whoever you feel is your soulmate, I feel like they have been in a partnership. But they're leaving that partnership. But listen, you know what the good news is? They're leaving of their own will. They're not leaving because, like, I gave them an ultimatum, right? This is about them taking that moment to reflect back and knowing, where does my future lie? And they're leaving their current situation. And he's looking back at the Two of Cups, but he's right next to the Ace of Cups. So, let it happen. It's almost like saying, don't put an ultimatum there. Like, let this person come to their own realization. And I think they will. I'm pretty sure they will. Because, then it's the Prince of Wands. Hello. Passion, right? So what's the holdup between? Remember I said there was like a card missing? What's the holdup? It's the Eight of Cups. What do I need to look at through that Eight of Cups? My trust issues. Do they stem back to what my father and my mother and the type of relationship they had? Is that how far back it goes? If it is, that's how far back I go. Right? For your own benefit. But nonetheless, give whoever is in the 7, give them a chance to leave on their own accord, because I do feel it'll happen. And I do feel when it happens, it's like they come directly to you. Or vice versa. That's one scenario here. For others, I feel like we're looking at 2 different people, 2 different perspectives who probably don't know each other. Maybe they did know each other, but maybe never romantically. And it could certainly turn that way because, we end up with the Empress and the Ten of Pentacles. Well, hello, that's beautiful energy. Ten of Pentacles. It's really everything you want, right? Here's the Ace of Pentacles. There's the beginning of it. Here's the end of it. So, what it's telling you is nurture that. Nurture that, right? Be strong, but be nurturing at the same time. Okay, let's keep going. We have the Queen of Wands on the bottom. Potential, what is she? Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. For some of you, you may be meeting the person that you end up having a family with. Don't always think they're across the world. Sometimes it's just across the street. It's like, it's like Archangel Michael had his hand in this all along. Probably from the get-go. Right? But to people needing their own experiences in life, and when it's time, it's time. When it's time, it's time. Alright, I'm certainly not going to sit there and clarify every card. But we will do probably line by line. Alright, we have the King of Cups, so potentially Cancer, right? Cancer and Cancer. Scorpio or Pisces. We have the Nine of Swords. It's funny because the Nine of Swords is kind of that card between the Two of Cups and the Prince of Wands. And the Nine of Swords is about worry, right? But it's excess worry. It's trying to control, oh my God, is it going to happen? Like, how's it going to be? It can be a million different things. Right, but what the Nine of Swords talks about is the unnecessary worry about, what do you do? And you're vibrating very low energy when you're Nine of Swords. that turns into anxiety. Anxiety, it can turn into depression and high blood pressure. You name it, sleepless nights. Sometimes it's trying to control what you just shouldn't control. And it's funny because I'm looking at Prince of Wands and he's like, whoa. But yet there's that Nine of Cups. And, this could be certainly someone just feeling the other's energy of the Nine of Swords. Like, they're not there, but they feel it. Well, I'm trying to control it within the Nine of Swords. So, the whole reading is talking about letting go of control, to a point. I mean, what's right and what's wrong. What feels good, what doesn't feel good, that type of thing. But other than that, it's like let go of control, because it's definitely affecting, for some of you, what may be a time period, right? I mean, I don't know. But I feel like the other person, I feel like both are feeling that energy, but I feel like it's coming from one, and the other's picking it up, maybe thinking it's the universe. Maybe it's putting blocks there, and they may start to think, well, the universe is like, maybe the universe doesn't want this. This tells you to relax. I don't feel like it's the Prince of Wands, because I'll be honest, usually the Prince of Wands is not in his head. He is, he's action, right? He's passion driven. So the Nine of Wands doesn't enter very often there. We have Justice. Justice coming between this Prince of Wands and the Five of Swords. And then, hello, lover. So, card of Gemini. So, clearly, this is just, let someone go through the process of what they need to go through. And for some, it's a divorce. Justice representing, the law type of element. But what does justice ultimately do? It balances the scale. And how much do I love that the lovers came over the Ace of Cups, opening with the soulmate. So, I don't know, but we'll take it. All right, let's keep going, but we're going to leave that out. Perhaps the people that, whether, it's you leaving or someone else leaving, perhaps it was part of karma. But listen, we create the karma that we live. Like, we've created it sometime, somewhere, and now we're just experiencing the other end of it. So think about that within your actions. Like, what kind of karma do I want to create? Because within the Five of Swords, I really feel like this person is, not, I don't know, I feel like he or she just has this realization of, I have a right to, almost like I have a right to be happy. I have a right to have this type of love in my life, right? I have a right to seek opportunity, whatever it is. This person definitely feels like, they're feeling their authentic self and feeling, I have a right to these things. I'm not getting them where I'm at. So let them come to that realization. But I feel they do, and I feel like maybe the other person may be sitting in the Nine of Swords like, oh my God, it may never happen. I don't know. Well, all I know is, look at that. The Ace of Cups. Holy shit. Excuse my language. So we have the lovers with two Aces of Cups, opening with the Two of Cups. I mean, it's almost like, could anything or anybody really stop this coming together when it's meant to come together? I don't think so. I don't think. What can slow it down? Certainly the Nine of Swords energy, because I'm just throwing fear out into the universe. right? I'm not putting any positivity. I'm not, the Six of Cups says, think of the happy memories, right? And think of the memories that maybe you create. I definitely feel like whatever couples we're talking about here, you're just meant to be. Maybe you're feeling guilt, whatever it is. Like, sometimes life calls for change at the craziest times. Look at that, Six of Cups again. All right, we have the Princess of Pentacles. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, potentially. We have the King of Pentacles. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And by the way, Justice is the card of Leo. A Libra, what is wrong with me? And then, you have the Lovers, which is the card of Gemini. If I must, look at this, the Eight of Wands. So, this shows, like, once whoever makes that next step, it's almost like the Fool, right? Taking that chance, walking through that comfort zone. The energy changes very quickly. And that's the norm anyways, but boy, does it change quickly. And it changes in quite a beautiful way, right? Because now we move into all these aces. That we have the Eight of Cups. And then we have the Six of Cups. So, this is just a love that's meant to be. Six of Cups coming up twice. I would definitely say for some of you, this is someone of a younger time that chances are you did have some type of romantic relationship. The Eight of Cups comes up in the midst of all this energy. So, perhaps one person, we have the Eight of Cups over here, perhaps the female, or even the king, because the king is the male is sitting over the Nine of Cups. But here we have the same suit. So, some of you will call this a twin flame, and that's up to you. But definitely soulmate energy. And, sometimes what happens before that is just karmic energy that we need to pay off. And so we do. So anyway, wow. And here you are represented as part of the Two of Cups. Okay, let's keep going. We have the Three of Pentacles. Someone may introduce you in a third-party setting. You could certainly have run across them through a work situation. Or perhaps that's how you'd like it. Alright, we have the Hermits. And I feel like we already have the Hermit somewhere. But look at this, the Hermit is coming. So this King of Pentacles, whoever he is, this is someone who is, again, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, or someone who it feels very steady on their feet, to be honest. But not just like in a material way, but also spiritually. It's kind of showing the evolution of this person. This person may own a company. He or she may be the boss of the company, may be your boss. But in some way, there's this energy of looking up to this person. And I feel like this person has, ran the gamut when it comes to living life. But nonetheless, also received that healing. And then we have Judgment. Look at that. So what does Judgment call for? A rebirth. Doing again, doing it right. Right? Doing it right this time. Coming over the Four of Cups. So it's almost like your spirit guides, kind of nudging at someone, nudging at you or nudging at them. Take a look at your life. Like, take a look at your life. Is this what you want? Is this all you want? That type of thing. I'm noticing that this person has their foot on a letter. And, I feel like their foot is on the letter so it doesn't blow away. I don't know how often I come out and read that letter, but, this letter means a lot to me. This letter can mean many different things, but it's right next to the cups. So there's an importance to this letter, and judgment right after that. Listen, some of you may even have letters written by your ancestors that speak of love, and you may hold them dear. Bring them back out and read them, if you do. Wow. Sometimes I feel like for what's truly, truly meant to be, the universe will do what it needs to do, right? It'll move mountains if it needs to move mountains. Alright, what's this card? Which is interesting. So I have the Three of Wands, which is actually the Crystal Vision. I don't know what it's doing in that deck, but there it is, so we're going to take it. And, that's a very optimistic energy. That is the beginning, right here. It asks for the rebirth, the call to attention, to, look within yourself, right? Let that be healed. And what you can do with that is just amazing, right? Three of Wands, so emerging, feeling pretty good about myself. Pretty optimistic about what lies ahead. I don't know what lies ahead so much in the Three of Wands, but I still look forward to it. Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is about owning your own business, about self-employment. And a lot of this has been happening right now, but it also talks about success. So, I have the 3 right above that. I'm wondering if that's talking about a potential collaboration, which I have had in another sign about a collaboration. But I'll be honest, I can't remember what 2 signs, or if there is even a sign assigned to them. But nonetheless, and I also feel like this is a short little message just saying trust within yourself. Trust within what you're capable of when it comes to making money, to, being independent. Trust within yourself, right? And if help is available, take help, right? Because it may be sent to you as a form of healing. Look at that. Another crystal vision. And the world. Wow. So the world over the 7 of Pentacles. So, the world is the end of one chapter, the beginning of another. No doubt. The Hermit's attached right to it, right? So no matter what, you can consider yourself like a light worker here, especially when you're next to the 9 of Pentacles. You are a light worker. You're here, and then here's the Hermit. So you're here in some way to at least explore your spirituality. Doesn't mean you have to teach. Doesn't mean you have to talk about it. But I feel like you're here to at least explore it. And I feel naturally you'll want to then, in whatever way you choose, bring it to the world. Maybe you don't. It doesn't even matter. It's not about that. It's just about the awareness of yourself and entering into a time of life where, it's a big, it's a big part of yourself. And when you have that intact, and maybe that's why I kept saying intact over there, man, you just feel completely different. You just feel completely different. I think sometimes that's where the peace lies. You have Judgment, you have the World, you have the Seven of Pentacles, all, in line with the Eight of Wands above that. Like, come on, sweetie, this could happen, sooner versus later. So, I don't know, like, emerge from the cave and get ready to shine your light. Look at that. We have the World again. Interesting. May talk about the two people separately. We have the Queen of Swords. She's coming over the Princess, or I'm sorry, the Prince of Swords and the Six of Cups attached to, she's attached to everything. And it's funny, she's got the Lovers card behind her. The image of the Lovers right behind her. She is potential Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. But this is also the energy of someone in, when they're living in their light, which I feel like this is exactly where you're moving. The Queen of Swords is someone who lives her authentic life, right? She is her authentic self, and she makes no excuse for it. That doesn't mean she doesn't have empathy. She does have empathy. But I don't know, guys. I feel like this queen is like attached to the, look at the Six of Cups here and the Six of Cups here. So she is somehow attached, and the Ace of Cups, to this energy and to looking forward. She's looking forward. Okay, that's just way too many. But I'm going to take these. We have the Seven of Wands. We have the Six of Swords. And look at this. We have the Three of Wands. So I feel like, again, let's look at this Queen of Swords. She's coming over the Empress. And what is this Queen of Swords doing? Or what has the Empress already done? She has defended herself, defended her decisions in a way, listen, you're the victor in this energy, whether people believe you, see you that way or not. However, you are the victor, you are the defender of yourself. I can see that. And then the Six of Swords follows that. We already had the Six of Swords. Or no, I'm sorry, we had the Five of Swords. So this is the putting down of the walls, right? Putting down of the walls, having the healing over, for some of you, this trust issue. And then we end again at the Three of Wands. So this shows you that, even if you run into people who are telling you, no, don't go that direction, but you feel it, just follow it, right? Follow it. Mainly in love. I mean, come on, guys. This is a love reading. This is the love reading if I've ever seen a love reading. And I'm seeing a lot of matching numbers. Like, here's the 8s. I think we had 2 9s. Well, here's a 9. Here's a 9. The worlds, 2 worlds. I mean, we have a lot of synchronicities going on. So I think what you find is when 2 people finally come together, even though they've lived separate lives, so to speak, they've had similar experiences. I think this is someone who's very much like-minded. And I find it very enjoyable. You know what I mean? I feel like You know, but what do I need to do? I need to take that first step, right? I don't know how I can move towards it if I don't take that step. You know, and who's ever in the Nine of Swords energy about this is asking you to surrender that. Let it go, right? Just let it go. You know, even if the reading is not even for you, this is saying, you know, love comes when love comes. And when you're in the Nine of Swords, you know, when you're in a fearful energy or even an aggressive energy, like screw love, that kind of thing, well, that's what you put out in the universe, so that's what you get back. And that's just the way it is, right? It's just the way it is. And you have the Eight of Wands right here. So, you know, I get my emotional house in order, and I quickly start to see, it's almost like the rebound of it. What does it do? It makes you whole again. And don't forget this whole corner of aces and the lovers and the Six of Cups twice. The world. I don't know, guys. I just kind of loved it. I think I'm going to leave it there. It'll happen when it'll happen, right? It'll happen when it'll happen, and this is about just kind of going with the flow of it. If you want to, completely up to you. You know that. I love you guys. I want to thank you for the donations as always to help keep the channel alive. Someone asked a question. Well, you know what? I don't know their question 100%, so I'll answer it in the next video. What else was I going to say? Oh, just thank you for subscribing. To my subscribers, thank you to anyone who's new. I hope you found that this reading helped you in some way. And I do hope you check out some other readings and ultimately subscribe if you choose to. I want to thank you for the thumbs up if you enjoyed the content. Even if it didn't relate, did you enjoy the content? Or did you just like, oh, if you're like, oh, you know, then hey, you know, I don't know. Thank you for your comments. Keep them coming. Just keep them coming. Keep them coming. And comment to each other too if you want to. All it does is help build up the energy through this community, and I kind of love it. I kind of love it. So let's send each other light, and let's surrender. Let's let go of control. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.